So guys, Samsung just finished off their event with the main items on display being the Note 20, Note 20 Ultra, and the Galaxy Z Fold 2. And with all of these products finally announced, I can now talk about the phones with immense detail. Before I go on, YouTube tells me that only 5.9% of you are actually subscribed, so if you're watching the video right now, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, since it would help my channel a lot. Without further ado, let's get right into it. The first phone I want to talk about today from Samsung's Unpacked event is the Galaxy Note 20. To sum it up, this phone is awful for what they're offering, and is just a shame attempt to push the consumers to buying the far superior Note 20 Ultra. The worst part about this phone is that it costs $1,000 and basically gets rid of every improvement that came with the original S20. This honestly feels like a huge scam for what you're getting, since Samsung deliberately wanted the gap between the regular Note 20 and the Ultra to be huge. Now you might be wondering what the specs are for this new Note 20. And you're in luck, because I'm going to tell you right now. Starting off with the most noticeable thing about the Note 20, which is the 60Hz screen. Let me repeat that in case you didn't hear. There is no 120Hz or even 90Hz available for this phone, and is only capable of 60Hz. Which is insane, since this is a direct downgrade from the S20, which is capable of 120Hz, even the cheapest model, which is $1,000 by the way. And not only that, but the build quality of the phone also seems to have decreased significantly. The new chassis of the phone is partially made out of plastic, which is just outrageous for a phone that costs almost $1,000. People have also been saying that it's not a big deal, but come on. How blind are you? Samsung as a company tried to cut costs by reducing the quality of this phone, which is even more ridiculous when you think about how the phone itself still cost $1,000. This is them flat out admitting that they're just trying to make money now and don't really care about the quality that they once had with their phones. Since Samsung cares so much for their more expensive Note 20, the Note 20 Ultra, let's see what that phone brings to the table. The Note 20 Ultra seems to have all of the usual specs Samsung devices have had, such as the 120Hz display and the 1440p display. Not only that, but it has a noticeable bigger camera bump because of the laser AF sensor that they had added on the back. Aside from that, it's a regular Note device, and yeah, it works well, but it's coming in strong with a price tag of $1299.99 in the US. Now, it would be doing some injustice if I didn't mention the big improvement done to the S Pen this year. It seems that the S Pen has reduced the latency between you and the actual pen drawing, which is incredible. The latency itself has been reduced all the way to 9 milliseconds, which is very impressive to say the least, and now the S Pen writes like butter. Aside from that minor improvement, the Note 20 doesn't have that much going for it, which leads me to, in my opinion, the spotlight of the whole event. The Galaxy Z Fold 2. Now the Galaxy Z Fold 2 has gained a lot of improvements this year, visually and hopefully physically, but we can only determine that when more people get their hands on it. Visually, the phone looks a lot better than what it used to look like. The screen on the front has been increased to 6.2 inches diagonally, which is a radical change from the 4.6 inch screen we got last year with the Galaxy Fold 1. This now makes the front screen of the phone more usable and convenient to use. Not only that, but the Fold 2 has also increased the size of the interior display by removing the huge notch that was on the upper left corner of the screen and replacing it with a hole punch design. The only thing I don't visually like about the interior design is the placement of the camera. To me, it just triggers my OCD, and I don't know why they didn't just put the hole punch camera in one of the corners instead of where they actually put it, which is in the middle of the right-hand display. It really makes you wonder if they just slapped an S20 display panel into the interior of the phone, but I guess we'll never find out. There's also a camera improvement, but I don't really think it's that necessary to go in depth about it. The most saddening part of this reveal, however, is that we didn't get a price. This scares me because you and I both know if they had a good price, they would have announced it at the event, and because they didn't, I don't have much hope for the price of this phone. And neither should you. Well, that's going to be all for this video. I apologize, I'm kinda late to the party, but I honestly forgot that Samsung had an event. If you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and hit that like button, and make sure to subscribe. I'm hoping to get to 50 subscribers by the end of the year, and if you can help me out, please do. It's absolutely free to subscribe, and you can unsubscribe at any time. With that being said, everyone, stay intelligent.